return him to being the man he had once been, the callous, deathless tyrant. This was worse, though, far worse. He had all of that man's rage, frustration, and skill, but none of that man's control. He sank down beside the corpse and sighed, resting his head back against the stone. Deviation. The third. In conclusion, we have a decision to make regarding the product, Jared said, standing at the head of the small room. By far the largest of our potential markets are companies that do a lot of shipping. They can use Omega to cut their costs incredibly. Because of this, I suggest delaying the home user product to focus on an expensive, high-end, commercial product. Uriel sat in the select crowd watching the presentations. The seats were supposed to be comfortable, but he couldn't use either of his armrests, as others had taken them. How did people know when to use an armrest and when not to? Was there some rule of sharing the space that nobody had thought to teach him? The elbows of large executives crowded him on either side, making him feel scrunched in his seat. He glanced over his shoulder. Mr. Galluth sat at the top back of the tiered room, in a row all to himself. He seemed profound, with that short, greying beard and those deep, unfathomable eyes. Quite possibly the greatest inventor who had ever lived, and certainly the greatest mind of their time. He sat and watched and didn't say anything. Well, that's really interesting, Adram said from his seat. Because I think the opposite. The lanky man sprang to his feet, edging Jared off the stage. He swiped Jared's presentation from the wall screen. See, the problem with going for a few corporate clients, Adram said, is that it just doesn't capture the imagination of the public. We have something new here, something incredible. He swiped something onto the wall screen, a splashy graphic with two metal bands at the center. I call it Instabee. Instabee, one of the executives asked with a flat voice. Instant being, Adram exclaimed. Personal teleportation. Doesn't work on living things, another executive said. Inorganic transmission only. I'm sure Mr. Galluth will figure out that little limitation eventually, Adram said. The smile he gave was so transparent that Uriel rolled his eyes. And even if he doesn't, Instabee will still be a smash hit. Look, most companies, they never had a real chance to grip the public. They release their products into a tempest of a marketplace and have to scream just to get the smallest bit of attention. We won't have that problem. Everyone's going to want an Instabee. They'll want 5 or 6. Park your car, go for a hike. You can teleport it to your location when you're done. Always losing your wallet? Stick a ring on it. Teleport it to yourself when you need it. He grinned even wider. We're going to change the world, folks. It's not safe, Uriel said. Adram stilled, his smile cracking. He forced it back on immediately, not showing his annoyance. It's perfectly safe, one of the executives said. Thousands of teleportations made, no mishaps. The technology itself is safe, Uriel said, but it's not safe to give to people. They will kill with it. Come on, Uriel, Adram said. Give us the bright side, remember? There is none, Uriel said. People will teleport bombs into secure locations. Criminals will be armed, no matter where they go. Those are just the minor applications. Militaries will be able to move supplies and equipment instantly. Imagine assault teams who can summon tanks and artillery at the snap of their fingers. This will embolden the governments who have it. They will strike. I've run the numbers, the statistics. What we have developed is a weapon. It will be treated like one. Guesses, Adram said. I don't guess, Uriel said. I project, and I'm rarely wrong. He turned in his seat, looking up at Mr. Galluth. I have a son, sir. I don't want him to live in a world that isn't safe. Well, a world that is less safe than it is now. If we release this, the result will be war. Mr. Gallup nodded slowly. He understood. He got it. Uriel relaxed. This was what he was waiting for, Uriel thought. Someone who would speak out against the technology. It seems I'm the only one bold enough. He's right, Mr. Gallup said. We must sell it to governments first, as they will pay the most. He looked at Adram. Your name? Adram, is it? Yes, sir, Adram said, walking down off the stage and toward the audience.